Hello and welcome to Tom's Tech Channel. Today, every content creator knows that audio can make or break its video. For this, many companies are bringing out wireless microphone systems. Everyone claims to be the best and have the newest and best and most features. Let's find out. One of these new systems is the Insta360 Mic Pro. This Mic Pro is quite different to other systems you have on the market, because not only it features a e-ink display. Yes, it has an e-ink display that consumes no power once it's set. Yes, you can customize it with your own pictures that you have on your phone. So you can blend in your microphone with your clothing if you have no need to show something, or like me, you can display your company or your channel logo on it. Very convenient. But for me, it was not the main feature that made me buy the system. Yes, I bought the system with my own money. This video is not sponsored. For this, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. But back to the topic. This microphone here has 3 microphones inside. One on top of the microphone. This is the omnidirectional microphone that is used in the regular omnidirectional mode that is set on by default. It has 2 more microphones on its side of the microphone, because I think the creators or engineers of this microphone system thought, we have such a big body, what can we do with so much space on this microphone? Let's hide 2 more microphones. And now you have a microphone array. With this array, you can internally record stereo sound, also a good idea, but this is just for recording internally to this microphone, because it can only transmit, as one transmitter can just transmit to the receiver a mono signal. But you can directionalize your sound. That means you can change the pickup patterns of this microphone. That means you can have a omnidirectional sound, like this is what I'm using here right now, or you can focus your sound so that this microphone has a pickup pattern that is quite smaller, and even you can focus it even very small. Of course, you have for this the danger of getting out of this pickup pattern just by turning your head. So be aware, you cannot do with the directional modes not many head turns. But I will show you how these microphone patterns are comparing to a real microphone. Let's take a look. Now it's time for testing the pickup pattern modes in the Insta360 microphone. It is advertised for being used on top of the camera. It's as a short shotgun microphone. For this, I have mounted this microphone on top of my ZV-E1 camera. The ZV-E1 camera has a similar microphone pattern system with 3 microphone capsules. And this microphone system I have also in the directional front mode. So for this, you now hear the ZV-E1 camera with its front-facing microphone system. And now, as a comparison, you can hear the microphone from Insta360, the Mic Pro. As a comparison, I have here the Neumann TLM107 multi-pattern microphone that is just for studio use. So what I'm doing here is it's not recommended, so to say, because this microphone has a large capsule and it can be damaged here in the wild because of moisture and very harsh winds. For this I'm using a little sock on top of this microphone, but this will not be enough even for the slightest of wind here. And I have also the Insta360, the second transmitter here on my chest, also in super cardioid mode as a comparison for hearing the pickup pattern that I'm using now. Okay, now we are switching to the cardioid mode in the Insta360 Mic Pro, also on this one, and on the Neumann TLM107. Now I'm recording with the cardioid mode with the Insta360 Mic Pro. How does it sound in comparison to the microphone system in the ZVE1 camera that you can hear now? And now we are switching to the Neumann TLM107. Because it's so pretty, now we are switching to the transmitter that is here on my chest, also in the cardioid mode. And this transmitter is also, like the transmitter on top of the ZVE1 camera, recorded with the ZV1 camera, analog into the ZV1 camera, just for you to know. Also the Neumann TLM107 will be recorded with the Mic Port Pro from Centrance into a transmitter that has 32-bit float recording from Sennheiser, the Momentum wireless system. Now I will be switching to the omnidirectional mode in the Insta360 Mic Pro and the Neumann TLM107. Now the omnidirectional mode in the Insta360 and in the Neumann TLM107 are enabled. Now you can hear the Insta360 Mic Pro on my chest. And now you can hear the Insta360 on top of the camera. And now you can hear the Neumann TLM107 in omnidirectional mode right next to my ZVE1 camera. Now you have seen or heard the behavior of the microphone adjustable patterns. You have seen that the omnidirectional pattern gives you the most space, and you have many sounds from the environment in the recording. With the more focused beams of your microphone array, you have less environmental noises. And be aware, this is no noise reduction system. Let's hear how the two-step noise reduction system is working. Now I am outside in the most ugliest place I could find. This is underneath a German Autobahn bridge. So you have passing cars here, and as you can see here in the decibel meter, it is quite loud here. You can see here the three microphone systems that I'm testing. The Insta360 Mic Pro with the additionally purchased wind muff. The big one in omnidirectional mode, very important, because I will switch it later on. I am recording the Insta360 analog to my F2 Zoom recorder. And here is a mic 3 from DJI with the light wind muff that is provided also with the microphone. And the Mic Mini 2 from DJI with the provided wind muff. So all of these microphones have their noise reduction system turned off. And now I will engage on the Insta360 Mic Pro the light noise reduction. The light noise reduction system from the Insta360 Mic Pro is now enabled. Now on the Insta360 Mic Pro, the noise reduction system is on the strong mode. How does it sound now? Is my voice now clearer? Is my voice now not so hidden away by all the sounds here? Let's see. All right, now we are changing to the DJI microphones. The DJI microphones are being fed directly into my 7R Mark V camera via the Osmo Audio adapter. This adapter has a little physically switch that I turn now to the light mode. Now you can hear the Mic Mini 2 from DJI in the light noise reduction mode. Does it sound any good? Now we are switching to the DJI Mic 3 with the light noise reduction mode. How does the Mic 3 sound with light noise reduction? I will switch now to the strong. Now I've turned the DJI Mic Mini 2 to the strong noise reduction mode. How does this microphone sound now? And here you have the Mic Mini 3 in the strong noise reduction mode. Does it sound any good? Is my voice distorted? Let me know. With this microphone you get a relatively good noise reduction system. But I always, for my content creation, I vote against using this microphone noise reduction system, because this is done internally into the recording. It's baked in, so to say. Yes, you can record internally the stereo signal that is not touched by the noise reduction system, but this is one step more for synchronizing if the noise reduction system is not working to your liking in post. For this, I would always recommend not using the noise reduction system, because the noise reduction systems you get with the video editor like DaVinci Resolve are much more granular and much better, because they work in post and have all the time in the world to apply this noise reduction. The system here has more latency if you are enabling the noise reduction system. This is why some other systems, like from the Sennheiser Momentum Wireless or the Rode Wireless Pro, have no internal noise reduction system. And this is a good thing, because you are not tempted to use it. Because sometimes these noise reduction systems are sounding like you are being underwater. You get all the picture, but it does not sound right anymore, because the context of your scene is now, it sounds like underwater, and you see something else. Maybe you are on the streets and you don't hear any of the street noises. For this, I would always recommend, if you like to get rid of unnerving sounds, do it in post. It's a whole other story if you do a live stream. For this, you can make it a passable choice for your audio. But as I said, don't do it. You must be wondering what comes in the box. In the box you have a nice padded pouch where all the accessories that come with the microphone and the accessories you maybe have to purchase later are fitting inside. And you have also the charging case. Inside the charging case you have the 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. These 2 transmitters and this receiver are getting 2 chargers from the internal battery of the charging case. Inside this case there is enough room for the detachable clips for the microphone, because you can clip in a crocodile clip to the microphone, and for this it's easy to clip on your clothing or on your cap or whatever you like. But you can also with a firm push remove this crocodile clip, and then you can attach just a magnet, and with this magnet you can place it anywhere to your clothing and in any given distance, because this kind of lavalier microphone that it represents here is very prone to its chin shadow, because if you are using the clip and clip it right underneath your chin, you have the chin shadow of the high frequencies of your mouth. So you can also do these voice tone changes that this microphone is able to do. It can do a bright, a more character-driven tonality that brings you more lows, or what I'm using here, the regular tone. And I would just use the regular tone because you have with this the most headroom in post for tweaking your video sounds. For this it's better just to have it relatively flat in tone. Also you have the light wind muffs inside. These light wind muffs just covering the front capsule, the omnidirectional capsule that is recording your sound by default. And this is what you're using outside where is the wind. And it's not that intrusive, because if you are using like a focused mode, you have to cover the capsules on the side as well. And then you have to use the bigger ones here. This is like much bigger and affects the form factor of this microphone quite a lot, in my opinion. But it is very necessary once you go outside and you want a focused sound, or you want to record the stereo sound internally to this microphone system. These are very cheap. These are like $3 each, but you have to purchase it afterwards. Also, it comes with all the cables you need. It has a USB-C to USB-C cable inside and a 3.5mm stereo cable for detaching it to your camera. Right now I'm using the ZV-E1 full format Sony camera for recording the sound with internally into the camera, and I'm using the sound also for this video here, so that you have a very good impression how this sounds in the end, so to say. Also, I do not touch the sound of the video, so I do not any voice sweetening, or I'm not doing any noise reduction or noise reduction for any noises you might be having here in the studio. I'm using also a sound blanket so that the reverb of this room is tamed down a little bit. There is no review on this earth for a wireless microphone system without the mandatory range test. So let's do it. But be aware, it has one trick in its sleeve that just one microphone system before had up its sleeve. It was the Sennheiser Momentum wireless system that has the option in its menu. These are internally recording microphones as well. And if you are forgetting to enable this internal recording and you are getting out of range, the Sennheiser microphones are recording by themselves. They are enabling the record by itself, and even you forgot to enable the recording and you lost your connection, you have now usable audio in your system. And this Insta360 Mic Pro has the same feature. Let's go outside. Let's hear how these microphones, the Insta360 Pro and the DJI Mic Mini 2, are sounding here in the wild. You have these microphones now attached to my ZVE1 camera, and I'm doubling this here for a range test because, as you can see now, I'm far away. Very far away from the camera. It's about 100 meters. And these microphones are feeding the signal directly into the camera. I have the safety feature of the Insta360 enabled. So if there are maybe any dropouts, this internal recording of the Insta360 will be enabled. So what do you think? Which microphone is sounding the best here in the wild? Let me know in the comments. Let's compare this microphone with its competitors. The main competitor in my book would be the Rode Wireless Pro. You can hear this microphone right now in comparison to the Insta360 Mic Pro. This microphone from Rode is heavier. This microphone I can feel here on my chest, and this microphone is shiny and you have the logo on it and you cannot hide it very conveniently. But the microphone clip is very sturdy, and the sound is also a very good one. Now you see here the transmitter from the Sennheiser Momentum wireless system. This is kind of my favorite wireless microphone system because it has a very low latency, below 10 milliseconds. It has like 8.4 milliseconds of delay when transmitted to the receiver. The Insta360 is not bad in this regard. It has like 15 milliseconds. This is an also very passable latency for an 2.4 gigahertz microphone system. But what I like here with the Sennheiser set is the overall very good sound quality. The transmitter brick is not too big, and it's not too heavy either. So, and you can attach your lavalier microphone directly to this transmitter. Also, you have controls on it, internal recording, 32-bit float, and as I said, I like the sound. How does it compare to the Insta360 Mic Pro? The microphone system that you see in almost every video and you see also on television is nowadays the DJI Mic 2. This is a also very good internally recording 2.4 gigahertz content creator centric microphone system. It came out at the same time as the Rode Wireless Pro, has also an input jack, and it's big and shiny, and it has a big logo that I have hidden here with a little piece of tape because I don't want to be, I'm not sponsored by anyone, so why show the logo? But how does it sound in comparison to the Insta360 Mic Pro? Is the sound better, fuller, or what do you think? Now you see here the DJI Mic 3. This is the newest microphone from DJI in the Pro realm from them. And yeah, it has also a 32-bit float internal recording, and yeah, is very tiny, very light, but has no possible connection to any lavalier microphone that is threaded or on a cable. And yeah, for this, yeah, it's for me a good microphone, and you can hide the DJI relatively good if you are covering the enormous, very big DJI logo, because this is much too intrusive for my understanding of these kind of microphones. But the sound is good, the feature set is complete, and yeah, it's very light also. You can see here the Hollyland Lark Max 2 microphone. This is a very tiny microphone, and I like the sound from the microphone very much. And it has also 32-bit float internal recording, and it has also an attachment for lavalier microphones that are wired, a 3.5mm jack, so to say, that attaches better to the bottom of the microphone. With this you have a firm click, and you can see it's much more sturdy. And okay, this is not threaded for the lavalier microphones, but it's also a very good alternative. And the microphone is not intrusive. It's very light and doesn't feature a bright white logo on the black body of its microphone. For this I like it very much. But how does it compare to the Insta360 Mic Pro? Now my verdict. The Insta360 microphone system has brought a microphone array and an e-ink display to content creator centric microphone wireless systems. And this is a very, very good step ahead. All the other manufacturers have just one microphone, and with the other manufacturers you have kind of the problem of hiding the microphone. Like the microphone system from Rode, that is very, very big and reflecting, you have many problems. All the other manufacturers are doing microphone system with their company logo so prominent on it, you always look that you are an official from DJI. This is something I don't like. This is why I hide always the logo from DJI. This microphone here brings it to a whole other level, because you can customize the front of the microphone and make it your own. And this is a very, very good thing to do. Also, I am fascinated about the microphone array. They are wanting you to not just use it as a lavalier microphone, they are telling you you can also use this microphone as a microphone on top of your camera, as a shotgun microphone. But you have heard in my comparison there is much room for improvement. But there's also a very, very large price difference in between a Neumann microphone that is solely made for studio work. Never bring it outside. But you see here the headroom that sound quality can have with this Neumann microphone. It's $2,000, but I think it's well spent money, because the lens I'm using here is the 1.2 50mm Sony lens, and this is more than $2,000. And I think the Neumann microphone will outlast this lens by far, because in nearly 50 years the connection for the microphone systems, the XLR connection, has not changed in any way. This is a widely accepted standard that was never touched. If you are buying a lens for your camera and you want the best quality, you are bound, you are trapped in the system. This is the same like with the microphone systems you have here from any manufacturer, because they want you to use this microphone system, of course, with their Insta360 cameras. This is why it is so convenient to use the camera itself as a receiver and as a same quality receiver. And I can also imagine that the range is almost or as good with the camera from Insta360 as you would use the receiver that comes with the microphone system. Now the sound. The sound for me is very good in this microphone. If you are using the omnidirectional capture here on up front, for my ears you have the best sound. Every sound you have with the more directional capabilities of this microphone, you get a little more processing in your voice, so to say. If you're hearing it with a very good headphone, you can hear it sounds a little more processed. But yes, it is more processed. But with this, you get like a very good way for blending out a little the environmental noises you might be having. The sound overall is very good, but not better than in other systems, like the DJI Mic 3, the Sennheiser Momentum Wireless, or the Rode Wireless Pro. I think all of them are sounding as good or a little better. The Rode and the Sennheiser systems are for me the go-to systems if you want the best sound out of the microphone. Also, these microphones have an attachment for your lavalier microphone. So the other microphones from Rode and Sennheiser are also very good lavalier microphone recorders. For this, I like it a lot. And they have a threaded mount for these lavalier microphones, because the best way to hide a microphone is using a lavalier microphone underneath your clothing. Yes, you have to be very aware of rustling noises, but it looks more professional if you don't see any microphone. But with this approach here, with the e-ink display, and I've thrown many things on this microphone, everything looks not perfect, but if you're filming it with a camera, it's tiny, but you see the effort. You can see that the content creator has some identity to its microphone. It is like you have a foam windscreen for your handheld microphone with your logo on it. This is the same thought with this microphone here from Insta360, and for this I like it a lot. So my verdict is, yes, I like this microphone and I will use it in the future. Also for the sound, and yeah, it is a milestone, a rare milestone, but I have a few wishes. So if you have that much space inside this microphone, why not using the space for having this 3.5mm jack? Why do you have to have this USB-C connection that is quality-wise good? Of course, yes, it's good, but it's easily to be detached. And it's not a very sturdy connection. So I would not put it into my pocket. The sound is very, very passable, even if you are not tweaking the sound. And you can tweak the sound. You have the headroom you need with this microphone system for tweaking your sound and making it even sound much better. This is what I'm doing from this point on. Now I have my own tweaks enabled, like a little voice sweetening, so that I blend out some of my weaker frequencies of the voice, and also I give it a little boost in the highs, and I'm cutting the lows as usual. And I'm doing like a little voice sweetening with the isotope plugins. So you have a mouth click remover, but don't worry, you don't need it. It's just for perfection. And these microphones are not made for perfection. They are made for convenience and with a very high quality convenience sound for solo creators. And if you are a solo creator, you have not the time for always setting up your sound, because the sound is a very, very delicate feature in your video. And you can do almost anything wrong with it. If you have a transmitter outside of your clothing, you don't have any rustling noises from your clothing. This is very good. Of course, if you have a jacket with a loud fabric, you're screwed, of course. You always have to have like very quiet materials to use. So, what do you think? Do you like this microphone? Do you like the e-ink display? Do you like the versatility you have with the microphone array? Let's have a discussion. Okay, see you next time.